Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Dazza, and today I have a Lee Evans reaction video for you. And it's been a while since I've done a Lee Evans. It's been a good few weeks, and the reason for that being is that the last couple that I've done have been blocked and not been unblocked for whatever reason. I don't know. Every time I do a Lee Evans reaction, it's always ineligible. I can never I can never upload the same day and let it go public. I always have to dispute it, but usually within a week or so that dispute gets dropped and I can release it. But for whatever reason, the last couple, they haven't let me do it. So if you're watching this, then obviously that trend has now stopped. I'm hoping so, otherwise I'm just talking to myself. But yeah, it's Lee Evans, my favourite comedian of all time. Still, no comedians on this channel have been able to make me laugh as much as Lee Evans does, and I don't think they ever will. If you know a comedian out there that can make me laugh more than Lee Evans, I challenge you to put them forward to me, and we will put that to the test. But until then, he's number one, and I'm always looking forward to this. And this one is Lee Evans got lost in Cardiff. I can't relate. I've only ever been to Cardiff a couple of times, and they were both for the football, where West Ham. So a few years back, it was the case like Wembley was being redone, so they was doing everything at the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff. And on two occasions, I went there. Once when West Ham lost to Crystal Palace in the playoff final for the championships, and I went there for the FA Cup final in 2006, where we lost to Liverpool because of that Stephen bloody Gerrard. So we lost in the FA Cup final. But yeah, they were my only two visits to Cardiff, and didn't really stay around that much. It was like their football back, so I don't really know Cardiff too well, but I'm looking forward to this. Enjoy.
So thank you so much, Cardiff. I'm so honoured to be here. It's such a fucking great city. We've been looking around and stuff, and fuck, do you ever walk in a room and forget why you walked in there? I've just fucking done that now. It's like when you get halfway up the stairs and you forget why you're going up there, and then it suddenly occurs to you you're holding all the other passengers up trying to get on the fucking plane. I'm so you know, we've been walking around, we've been everywhere. We've been down the bay. That was great. They've got fucking fountains down there now. Fucking hell. Years ago, you were lucky if you got stabbed down there. Fucking hell, you turn up, I got stabbed. Fucking hell, you're lucky, man. I got no limbs. But it is, we've been looking around Cardiff. I was in Cardiff today, and was in Millets. Some kid trying to buy a knife. I want a knife, man. I want a fucking knife. What do you want it for? Just give me the knife. They're all suspicious in combat shops, but you can go to Debenhams in the kitchen department, get anything. Knives, cleavers, choppers. No one bats an eyelid. The indoor demonstrators might as well do demonstrations for murderers in there. See, that's your jabber. You can jab somebody with that. That's your wilder. You can wilder him out like that. Have you noticed every time there's a murder on the loose, they have that advert pop up from B&Q?
It is true though. That's the thing, that not so much now, but if you go a few years back, it was the case that you could go into a combat shop and ask to buy a knife, and they'll be like, no, you can't buy a knife, it's a machete or whatever. But you could go into a supermarket and buy a set of 6 kitchen knives that would still chop you from limb to limb. It made no sense at all.
Grab somebody with that. That's your wilder. You can wilder him out like that. Have you noticed every time there's a murder on the loose, they have that advert pop up from B&Q? This week, hatchets, half price. So that's a shovel, some rope, some duct tape, and a fucking big hammer. You're going to be busy over the weekend. Yeah. Or there's that advert for Purcell, you know, with the wife sorting out all her husband's washing. And she goes, oil, grass, and blood stains. Is she not the slightest bit fucking suspicious? You'd ask, wouldn't you? Hey, Trev, who you been rolling about in the grass with? And we're staying in a great place. It's like a B&B outside town. I don't know what it is with these old hotels, you know. They're all sort of built on different levels, you know. The bloke showed us to our room. We went, this way, Mr. Evans. We go down a couple of steps here, like that. Along here, down, and then we have to go up like that, and then down. Along here, down, and then fucking up again. I'm like, who built this place? Paula Radcliffe.
I actually stayed in a hotel like that at one point. I think, where was it? It was in Hereford about 10 years ago. And oh my God, this hotel, it was crazy. It was like a maze. That at the time I was a smoker, and you had to go outside to smoke. And it was like, you have to drop breadcrumbs just to find your way back to your room. It was crazy.
Well, the fire alarm goes off, you die of whiplash. Oh, they're all prepared for a major emergency in the hotel, like a fire. They got an axe behind some glass and a bucket of sand. Well, you need the axe to smash the glass to get it out. And then you put a fire out with an axe. What, chop it out, do you? Chop. And that sand bucket, everyone just puts their fags out in there. You chuck that on a fire, it's like... Now it's just got the flavour of 20 Bensons. We got completely lost driving in. I've got a great car, it's like an ex-company car. And it's great on the motorway at night, when I've got my lights on, people start moving out of the way. And when I've got the sirens going, they shit themselves. And we got lost. We got lost coming into Cardiff because of your one-way systems. I don't know how you get around. Even the signs, you go, I don't know, man. Fucking that, I don't know. And we asked, you know when you ask the way, why do you always get the village fucking idiot? You know, you always get the bloke who needs to kind of point the way he's telling you to visualise it in his head. He's like, wait a minute, yes, I know this one. You go down there, you do a right. Come to a roundabout, go round the roundabout. Round the roundabout. Fuck it, I've missed my turning. Oh, look. What are you doing now? I'm in the services, I'm fucked.
I'm one of these that if people stop and ask me for directions, like, and it's really bad, it's like, you really shouldn't do it, but someone could stop me and ask for directions to anywhere, and I may have never heard of this place before in my life, but you can bet your ass I'm giving them directions to it, and no idea what it is, where it is, who it is, or anything. I will give them directions. I don't like telling people no, so I will get them even more lost. Yeah, I can't help it. It's pretty bad, actually. Oh, it's finished. I love Lee Evans. I really do. This man always makes me laugh. But again, I've said it before. Like, the reason why I love watching Lee Evans so much is because he is one of these comedians that once I've finished watching him, or even like throughout, like with watching him, he will always get me thinking about the sort of person that I am, or things that I've done in the past, or things that I do now. Like, he is one of them comedians that he will always get me thinking along them lines. And not many comedians can do that. That, I don't know, it just, like, some comedians just try too hard to get them laughs, where with Lee Evans, it just all seems to come natural. That, like, it's almost like, oh, I've got to do a stand-up show tonight. What do? I don't know. I'm just going to go out for the day and I'm going to get all my material in just one day. And that's what he'll do. He'll just talk about his life. He'll just talk about, like, what happens with him and his wife and his kid and his pets, and even down to, like, things that he sees on the telly and everything. It's just it's such everyday life, but it's the way that he presents it. He's just incredibly amazing, and I could watch this man all day, every day. So, yeah. So you can always expect to see Lee Evans on this channel. And if you're watching this now, then the hope is that everything's back to normal with the Lee Evans reaction videos. And the next appreciation week will be Lee Evans. So you can expect to see a new Lee Evans video 7 days straight, Monday to Sunday. So that will be coming up in February based on how this one goes. So guys, listen, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help. And until next time, take it easy. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Be kind. And I will see you in the next one.